Well, it's good YouTube land. That Word Collector here. Another one goes out to Sean, my good buddy Sean, and his awesome taste in loose Transformers. It's movie Scorponok, which threw me off immediately because when I saw this, I assumed it was Beast Wars Scorponok, but like a repaint. You know, I'd forgotten that they in the movie line they actually, well, the movie had a character for Scorponok, and not character is a bit much of a term. It was more just a robot scorpion that killed some people in the first movie, or at least fatally wounded them, and then in the second movie he fatally wounded Jetfire before having his head crushed to death by Jetfire. So, yeah, I guess that's enough to make a toy out of. Just show you the back there again, just in case you haven't watched other videos. I picked this up at Geek Market just earlier today. So he is a mechanical scorpion, obviously based off of Beast Wars Scorponok, who was purple and actually had like lobster claws for hands and was a really cool character. This guy, I'm looking for something, really. Like, I'm not really finding it. And I kind of just showed off one of his gimmicks. Whoops. So, color scheme wise, he's dark gray, kind of bronzish tones, and a bit of dirty gold. I guess that works with the gritty mechanical tones of the movie. He does have a little stinger up here, along with this very nicely done tail, and whoops, didn't mean to do that, 3 scorpion-esque arms on each side to make it look like he's crawling when he's digging through sand. Face, he got 4 red eyes. Kind of reminds me of, I was going to say Black Arachnia, but what was, Tarantulas. Reminds me a bit of Tarantulas. There we go. You can kind of see, kind of painfully obvious robot mode, hips hanging out right here. For articulation, you've got a hinge up here, a bicep, and a separate swivel for forward and backwards, and an elbow. So his front arms are actually pretty decently posable. Like, that's about the extent of the bend you can get. You can bend it backwards a little bit, like that much. But yeah, each of these legs is on a joint. They're on a ball joint and this kind of pin. I believe, from what I read, they're like breakaway legs. I don't know what that means. And his face is on a hinge, or on 2 hinges actually. So yeah, besides that, this guy's basically all gimmicks. So first off, we have this little guy in the back, which is his weapon. Apparently in the movie it got broken off and he left it like in the sand after the battle. It's actually a missile launcher. You press the button on top and... oh, yay. Wow. It doesn't actually fire. You know you're getting the raw end of a deal when you have a missile launcher that can't fire. Like that. That's as far away as a target it can hit. Like, God, that sucks. But he does actually have a good gimmick. You've got these 3 rolling wheels on the bottom with this kind of turbine-looking thing. And if you roll him and you get him all right... holy crap! His arms actually spin! Yeah. That's actually a pretty cool gimmick, to see both arms spinning in tandem. But I've heard, from what I've seen on TF Wiki, this guy is not the most durable figure, because there's a lot that can break, and it breaks very easily. Give you a good look at the top. You got rescue on either side. That's hilarious, considering he's a Decepticon. No step. Is that a serial number or something? And on his face, he's got caution, fuel, explosive. And now I've heard that these things, tampografs, disappear, like fade away incredibly easily. We've got danger, keep away on each of his arms. And I think that's about it for this. And this conspicuous peg in the back, which... actually, if you buy any of the... I believe it's Voyager class helicopter, this particular helicopter mold, it's Blackout, it's Whirl, like... I forget the other repaints, but if you buy Blackout, this guy actually attaches to Blackout via these 2 ports and this peg, because in the movie he was kind of like a subservient to Blackout. And you could attach him to the bottom of the helicopter, and it would activate the helicopter's gimmick and activate this gimmick. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and for more articulation, the tail is at a swivel here. It's at a hinge here, and a hinge at the stinger, with a swivel at the stinger. So you kind of do stuff like this. That's cool. Now we get down to robot mode. And this is where the toy kind of spectacularly fails. So to get into robot mode, you unpeg these sides, fold them down, and that's one leg all done. And then you take the beast mode head, you can fold the tail up to his back, take the head down, take the arms, then put them down to the side, and you've got one complete robot mode. Oh boy, it's literally just a scorpion standing up. Like, that's all it is. Nothing's changed at all. It's just, instead of here, now he's here. It doesn't really... I feel it doesn't do anything to the profile of the toy. Really, like, that was a horrible transformation. Like, I've seen G1 toys do better transformations than that. But what if we got is everything that we had in the other mode? Nothing's changed, nothing has been revealed, besides he has ball-jointed hips, and a really weird knee system. So when I first started playing with him, I assumed that this was the front of the leg, because you can do this with the arms, and you can actually You can stand him up like this. Like he will stand up. These pinchers do actually give him some stability. But then I was messing with the knees and noticed this really weird sideways knee bend. So then I looked on TF Wiki, and apparently this is how you're supposed to display his legs. Okay, whatever you want, fucking Hasbro. So, anything else for articulation? Well, the arms, they're still nicely jointed. The elbow's a bit limited, but the shoulder has a very nice range. The head still has its dual hinge, so you can kind of do that thing if you want. And yeah, the gimmick still works, so you can rotate the wheels, and it also works on each arm everywhere you move his arms. Like if I swivel, it swivels or it just moves. Yeah. I mean, it looks like it works, but it kind of works. You can look inside, you see some nice gear detailing done in that bronze-ish paint. These claws are on not joints at all. They're made of soft plastic is what I was trying to say. There's some nice molded in detail all over the guy. Like that's something I didn't mention. And unfortunately, you can't make this side the front. Like as much as I want to, the head won't rotate. It'll just look like that. And if you stand him this way, he kind of, yeah. I'll leave the dirty jokes to you guys. I've already done one for the day. I don't really feel like comparing. I just feel like ending this video. Back into beast mode. More like his best mode. Hell! There you go. So, do I recommend Scorponok? Movie Scorponok? Yeah, kinda. I mean, if you like, he's definitely the least complex movie toy I've ever seen. And I reviewed most of the deluxes from Age of Extinction. So if you want, like, this is a toy you give to a little kid. Because it's simple to transform, there's not much on it he's going to break on purpose. It has a gimmick that can probably keep him, like, keep his attention for a while. And yeah, do I recommend them for movie collectors? Only if you want to get every single Transformer that was on screen. Otherwise, he's probably an easy pass. And honestly, the only reason I bought him was because he was Scorponok. It makes me kind of want a repaint of this in purple with proper lobster claws, but I don't know if I'll ever get that. We're done. We're basically done with the Michael Bay Transformers movies. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So I don't know what's next for the movie line, but I just felt I'd have a nice look back at what started the movie line. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. Again, shout outs to my good buddy Sean. And my buddy Sean, I guess. Let's see something. Yeah. Scorponok says, bye from Sean. And until next time, keep it weird.